It's great when you look at the chat and the first thing you see is no audio question mark. So I will apologize for that, but fortunately that wasn't a crucial section of the live stream. Welcome everybody to vidIQ, the YouTube tool channel and learning academy that educates you on your YouTube journey. And the reason we're doing this live stream is, as always, we love to do Q&As whenever we can do and just talk casually to you as an audience. But we're testing out some new software. It's called Streamlabs, and it allows us to do interview style and Q&A stuff a little more efficiently and effectively than the software that we usually use. So if there are any technical issues with this live stream, you are our guinea pigs. We do apologize if that is the case. But yeah, we're going to want to try it for the next hour or so to see how it works. And as always, I could not do this live stream without my trusty companions. And I'm joined in the co-chair Q&A hot seat today with Dan. Say hello, Dan, to our wonderful audience.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. So I'm going to do some shout outs here, and I'm actually going to use the live stream chat on the screen that I can see, and it looks as if it's working okay. So hello to the following people that include Toxic Boy, YJ Productions, So Funny Studios, Apple O, Magdalena, Helen, Lucas, Harrell, DMCK Productions, Apple O, our moderator in the house as always. Thank you very much for moderating. We really do appreciate it. Ethan Hawk is also a fun destroyer, and Last TV. Dan, are you up for any shout outs today?
Yes. I gotta embarrass you for a minute though.
Go on.
You called it Streamlabs.
All right. So we usually use something called Streamlabs, and we're using something called StreamYards. I mean, there's such a huge difference between those second syllables. But
there is a literal difference.
You are right. You are right. Anyway, stop taking the mick out of me.
Sorry, I had to do it. All right. We have Mick Red Panda here. We have Sprazzy. Sprays. It's gone. OT Gaming Official. Mythlic. What the Dude. PC Pig. NTR Ozzy. I'm getting into this. Apple O, of course. Mythlic again. Okay, now it's just the same people. 8-bit Chris. Thanks, guys. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, as always. So let's just be clear on what's happening here. There are no channel audits. I know that means about 100 of you are going to leave right now, but we're not doing channel audits today. We'd leave that until Tuesdays. But what we like to do is talk about YouTube in general, your channel, vidIQ, that type of thing, which is why we call it the YouTube Q&A session. So how you do this is that there is a link in the video description that takes you to a very simple form where you can ask a question, and Dan and myself and maybe others later on will do our best to answer them. The basic 3 rules we have here in terms of the questions that you should ask: don't ask a question such as how do I get more views, how do I get more subscribers, or how do I grow my channel, or variants of that question, because those are far too broader questions for us to answer in like a minute or two. And we'll just direct you onto our videos that tell you all about it and the vidIQ Academy courses. We want something that's really specific, that's really good, we can really delve into to try and answer ourselves. As an example, this is the first question we are going to answer, and it comes from Toasty, who asks, and this is why we're using this software, so you can see the question on screen like we do, which is perfect for us. And this is one for Dan, I think, here. Toasty is getting into Fortnite as a topic and knows that it's going to be hard. But what is the best thing that Toasty can do to get a better chance for the videos blowing up in the Fortnite area?
Blowing up, no pun intended, right?
Nice question.
Yes, Fortnite is one of the most popular games, period. So yes, you are going to have some trouble. But I would recommend to you, before you even record your first video, you said you're getting into it, maybe you've already recorded your first video, before you record your next video, go in and try and figure out, even if it feels foolish, what kind of question could you answer about Fortnite and turn into a video? And I mean, even the most basic thing, because I'll tell you right now, I've never played Fortnite like at all. And I don't plan to. I'm not really, it's not really my style, but there are people getting into Fortnite for the very first time today. There are people who play Minecraft for the very first time. Minecraft just had a huge Bedrock update. They're doing ray tracing now. The graphics look amazing. So a bunch of new people probably see Minecraft in a whole new light, literally, and they want to try it for the first time. So same concept. Figure out what you didn't know when you first started, or even better yet, if you can do a tutorial or an update video on something that just started in Fortnite and maybe isn't being covered a whole lot yet. I'm rambling. My point is, answer a question. Don't just play. Me playing Fortnite isn't really going to get searched, right? Because you're brand new. So try to figure out what kind of value you can bring to the audience. There's going to be time later on for you to just be you playing Fortnite. You know, people will warm up to you as time goes on, but when you start, it's extra work. So that is my blanketed rambly advice.
I think I would just add, in terms of Fortnite, when we've seen channels be successful, they've gone for something very specific. I did a case study, I think 2 years ago now, about a channel that focused on improving frames per second, so improving the performance of playing Fortnite. And I think Dan and I, we've seen this often where people have looked at things as niche as like the different crosshairs that you can get, like the different crosshair skins on Fortnite, and really drilling down into that and then becoming the authority. I think another one was like mouse controls. So yeah, finding your own little corner in Fortnite is probably what's going to help you there. Yeah. And yeah, as you see on screen, I was able to put Dan solo there while he was talking, and now I'm going to do the same when I probably answer something. The next question we're going to take straight away is from Yoshi Elevators. And they're asking, why did YouTube restrict mobile live streaming about a year ago to creators under 1,000 subscribers? And I think the general answer is for safety and protection of both creators and viewers. There was a horrible case of, I think you're aware of, in Christchurch, where somebody went into a synagogue. I can't remember what it was now. But there was a mass shooting, and I don't think it was on Facebook, on YouTube. I think it was on Facebook. But I mean, that was just a person who probably didn't have any history with Facebook, or like there was no mention of followers. So I think it's to establish that you are a creator of some reputation, and you're not going to do anything too daft, and then you can stream on mobile. As far as I'm aware, though, there are third-party software that does allow you to still stream through. Without 1,000 subscribers. I think StreamYards might actually be one of them. I could be wrong about that, but I think you could probably stream to YouTube via StreamYards without 1,000 subscribers, because there is no, I think, limitation from the YouTube platform. It's more doing it directly through YouTube where the limitation will come through. Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, or if you know of any other streaming services on mobile that might be able to do that.
I mean, I didn't even know StreamYards had a mobile app, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I would imagine if you found a workaround like that, you'd probably be able to at least try it. But I've not tried.
I think there are options outside of the mobile app, so do investigate them. Next question is going to come from Paradise Biker. I'm sure he says how, not ho. I think I've typed that in wrong, but how to get sponsorships with companies. You have a small channel featuring motorcycle content, and you're trying to somewhat grow your brand. You do motorcycle content, and you have 2,000 subscribers. Dan, have you had any experience of this with your own channel? Like getting, I know it's a little different in the gaming genre because there is more access, but any thoughts there?
For gaming, it's my experience is way different. I have a friend I can reference in this case, but for gaming, it was, as I grew my channel, I would try and go after games that were, smaller. So games that were really up and coming. And I would ask them, hey, if you have a copy of the game for me, I'll play it on my channel. It's kind of we kind of promote each other in that way. For what you're doing, I actually have a buddy who has a fishing channel on YouTube, and he started out getting sponsorships and deals like that really early on by going to like local establishments that sold fishing gear and just talking to the owners and developing relationships. And when you're just starting out, that's like the best thing you can do is form relationships with people locally around you. As long as those items are readily available, because it wouldn't make sense if you could only go to that person's store. It's gonna be really limiting because YouTube's a global audience. So if they're selling those items on their website and anyone can buy them, then yeah.
I would also add generally that you should think about creating a media kit for your channel. And just Google what that is. It's essentially a little like PDF that you can share with companies to give them like proof of why they might want to choose you to sponsor your channel. That might be how many views you get, or like demographics. Like you can target North American males of a certain age because you have those analytics on YouTube. And even if you are a small channel, if you can reach a really dedicated target audience, I mean, that's really good. Imagine, for example, a mattress review channel that just reviews bed mattresses. All you need is 3 or 4 people who commit to purchasing a mattress from your 2,000 views or whatever. And that's like a huge sales that you can direct to sponsors. So yeah, media kit, first of all, think of that. And eventually, as your channel grows, it'll flip around. You'll have all sorts of people wanting to do sponsorships with you, and you're going to have to be turning them away. But yeah, good advice both from Dan there and I think myself. We'll go to the next question then, which comes from Cyber Symbol. How do I find popular topics in my niche? Now, I think this question comes a little bit from a position of naivety or not really understanding that a niche both has to be something that exists on YouTube, but something that you're passionate about. And if you're not passionate enough about a niche, or you don't know enough about that niche, then what are you doing in that niche? Maybe that sounds a little bit daft, because usually when you start to talk about things on YouTube, you're talking about something that you're really passionate about and have a lot of knowledge on, and you want to share that. If you're sort of picking a niche because you feel as if it's an untapped market of YouTube, but you're not really interested in that niche, then that's going to be very difficult for you to find the things that you need to talk about and share them with an audience. I might be wrong with how I've interpreted your question there, but I think if you turn the word niche around to your perspective, which is your passion, then you should always be able to find popular topics and things. And of course, check out competitors, see what they're doing in your space. People who are already working on content on that niche, see what ideas they're doing. Then you can sort of use that as to create content for your own interpretation. Dan, anything to add?
I'm actually working on a video that goes into that, but it's more gaming tailored. But yeah, I actually said the same exact thing in my video too. It's not out yet, but do what you're passionate about. Start there always.
Sounded like a subtle hint to watch my video when it comes out, Dan. Nice. Oh, nice work. Let's take the next question, Dan. I'll let you tackle this one first, or actually just your general thoughts. Inner Peace is asking here, does paying for Google discovery ads on a video help, or does it hurt the video in the long run?
I would like to think of myself, because I've asked myself this question too. Eventually I'd never tried it, but Google will sometimes send you like some, oh, hey, try doing
Yeah, they'll give you like $50 free on AdWords to
yeah,
try. I do remember that, yeah.
Maybe I'll do that, and I never do. But I always think about the viewer. When I see an ad, what's the first thing I look for? Skip ad, So how enticing do you need to make that first 5 seconds? You already have to be doing that, but that first 5 seconds is everything. And it's so rare where I won't skip an ad. Usually it's like a movie trailer or something. And now they're doing like these 5-second movie trailers before that button pops up to try and get you. Like, it just goes so fast. And you're like, what the hell is that movie? And then the actual trailer starts. I mean, these are the tactics people are using to get you to click. So do I think it will harm your video? No. Do I think you could see a whole bunch of people maybe click on your video by accident when they miss the skip ad button and then drop immediately? Maybe that could happen. But I think it's just going to be stressful to, like, you have to think that first 5 seconds they have to click, and then you're going to feel like you spent all this money. But I try it. If you have the money to try it, I've been wanting to try it. If Google sent you some money
for the viewer, an ad is an obstacle to what they actually want to see. And yes, for people who are wanting to sell products and services and know how to grab the viewer's attention in 5 seconds, then yeah, you would use ads, but you're selling a product and a service. If you're wanting to grow an organic audience, you may get some views, you may get a couple of subscribers from those ads. You'll get probably a lot of views, but views by themselves don't mean anything, especially as Dan says, like the watch time is probably going to be appalling on them. So it may damage the video in that sense. Now some people have, when they're first starting a channel, use paid ads on videos that they think are going to be highly searchable to try and get them to the top of the search rankings, to give them a start on their channel, which seems like a logical idea, and I wouldn't be against that. But I'm always going to go back to the thought of, I'm trying to build a community here, and to do that, the people have to be there for a reason and to take value from the content. Like, I'm inviting them in rather than trying to offer them money almost to watch my content, which you kind of offer in YouTube to get people to watch your content. I think you're going to get different opinions from different people. Try it, see what happens if you're willing to spend $50 on it, but ultimately, organically try and grow your community. I'm actually seeing some super chats in here now. Can I actually see these super chats? I can, right? Awesome. So I'm going to just read out these super chats. One from HUD Ventures, $2 here, asking, how can I gain more subscribers? We have plenty of videos on the subject there. You can use timestamps. You can do calls to action. You can do YouTube stories. And the reason I'm giving you a couple of answers is because he gave us a super chat, but there's so many ways to do this. How to get 100 subscribers, how to get 1,000 subscribers. We've already done those videos on our channel. Do check them out. Ari Bella with the $1.99. You've just hit 2,000 after taking our advice. Is that 2,000 subscribers or views? in either case, congratulations to you. Young Fish also there with the $1.99. So this is a question here, Dan, and it's how can I grow a music channel waiting to drop an album? I think is the question. Music is always a tricky one for us.
Wait, so if you're waiting to drop an album, which means you don't have, is your channel just blank?
The question is a little garbled. I'll try and read it out again. How can I grow as a music channel waiting to drop an album? So I think they have a music channel and they're about to drop an album. Well, I guess my answer is maybe do teaser music to the album, like maybe release 1 track or 2 tracks or like the first 30 or 40 seconds or something. But if you're intending to monetize that music, how much do you want to reveal on YouTube? And you can't just expect to grow a channel from maybe like a couple of videos about an album. You probably want to be building a story about how that album was created and getting experience from the band members and like telling your personal journey and stories of how you got it from your mind out onto like a published well, music really is now all digital rather than physical discs, but you kind of get what I mean, like the journey from how it was made to where it comes from, and checking how other channels have done it as well. That'll be my general thoughts.
I had a instance where I ended up following a music channel unwittingly because they were making videos that I was interested in that weren't songs. They were just doing stuff that I was already searching for. In my case, I was watching some like Minecraft videos, and this person was just making these hilarious, stupid Minecraft videos. I'm like, who is this guy? I subscribed, eventually stopped, and then pivoted to music. But I'm just like, I found his channel through that. But what I'm saying in this case is you could be teaching something like how to play guitar or something like that, and then channel that into, it'll relate to music. Also, if you play any shows anywhere, even like a little venue, let people know I have a YouTube channel. I'm posting stuff there, like reverse engineer it, get people to come to you from your live venue to your YouTube channel.
All right, I'm going to try this in a couple of minutes. So folks, if you want to ask a question, it's going to really help us. And we're going to take live chat questions. Put hashtag question and then ask your question. And then that means I can show it on screen. And we're going to do that in a couple of minutes. So get those questions sent in now. And then we'll just take one from the form first in the link from the video description. This one's Super Clash War FIFA and PS Tutorials. That is a long channel name. How can I compare my videos audience retention, I think, misspelled, but audience retention with other channels? And the answer to that is you can't. Audience retention is a private metric for channels, and my answer generally would be don't. We often say this: don't compare yourselves to other channels in terms of views that another channel gets and subscribers, because it will just drive you insane. Because you don't know their story, you don't know their background, you just see the vanity metrics and think my content's better than theirs. Why is YouTube not rewarding you? And you're never going to get an answer to that. The only answers you're going to get is from your own channel and analytics. So go to your audience retention and look at the retention graph and see if it's dropping off after 20 seconds, or if there's a particular part in the videos where you're either on screen or you're trying to show something and it takes too long and people abandon your content. That's the only way you're going to improve your audience retention. If you want me to give you some general figures, and these are just ones that I sort of come up with in my head through just experience, if you're getting an audience retention of above 50%, you're doing something right on your content, and it gives you license to experiment, make longer videos. If it's like 10, 20%, then the videos are too long, or you're doing something fundamentally wrong in the intro and you need to fix that. That would be my answer. Dan, anything else to add there?
No. That as soon as you said don't compare yourself to others, I remember when I first started YouTube. That's all I did.
Yeah,
it drove me crazy.
A lot of people do. They get a month in and then they think, oh, my content's pretty good. Oh, this channel with 500 subscribers, their content's rubbish. Why is that? You're just never going to get an answer. All right, it looks as if this is working. People are saying question in front and the chat isn't going crazy. So I'm going to pick one. So Dan, I'll just let you tackle this one. I'll let you read it out and I'll let you tackle it. Here we go.
Okay. Trusted tech info. How do I get good reputation so that bigger companies will see my work? So this is similar to the question we answered a little bit ago, which was like, how do I get sponsorships as a small channel that's trying to grow? That's not how it was worded, but so you're trying to gain reputation so bigger companies notice your work. Start small. My suggestion earlier was I would target game developers who were just getting started themselves and they're on their own journey. So hit them up and say, hey, I have X many subscribers on YouTube. I love your game. This is exactly what my audience would enjoy, and I want to play it. If it's tech, it's a bit tougher. Maybe there's a tech company that's just launched a new product and they're looking for anybody to cover it, but this is all about forming more personable relationships than just, hey, I'm going to get 10,000 subscribers and then I'm just going to wait for the notifications to come to me. Like, you're going to have to put in some work and you're going to have to form some relationships with people.
I forgot to mention that I was thinking this would be a quick fire round.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. But we'll do some. We're going to do some quick fire stuff now. So next question: Gerson plays. What is the best picture editor for a thumbnail in YouTube videos? I personally use Photoshop, but there are plenty of free options. Canva is one that a lot of people go to. That's a free online one, Canva.com. And Dan suggests another one. One more if you can.
I was going to say Canva. You took it from me.
All right, cool. GIMP and PicMonkey.
GIMP. Yeah.
And PicMonkey, I think, is another one. All right, Dan, I'll let you take this one.
PC Pig, is it okay to do cool and insane kill compilations? It's very okay. Just try and do some research first. Figure out what people are searching for to find those, because you're probably newer, and that's why you're asking. So
I think as long as it's in a video game context, you should be fine.
Yes, of course. I saw the Minecraft pig. I assume video games.
Hirex asks, how can I get more suggested and recommended? So here's what you can do. Look at videos in your topic that are doing really, really well, and basically make a video that is very similar to them, using very similar metadata, and create your own spin on it. That's one way of getting unsuggested. It's going to be very hard to do, but that is a strategy for getting specifically onto suggested content. It's making videos that are connected to others so that YouTube has a higher chance of recommending it suggested. But you can't just do that as a small channel. You're going to need some influence to begin with. All right. It does make it a little bit harder here because I just have to pick out a question without really reading it, or else it's really boring on screen. So I'm just going to click, and then there we go. Dan, try this.
How do I get small YouTubers to collaborate with me? vidIQ.com/Discord. We have a collab section in there, and you can shake some hands. And that's about forming relationships. You don't want to just collab with somebody. You want to have a rapport with them. So make some friends, and vidIQ Discord is like-minded people that
beautiful
make videos.
How old is vidIQ? It started, I think, at the very beginning of 2013. So we've been around for 7 years now. I joined the team in 2017, and Dan, I think you're approaching your 4th month now, 5th month.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh, what a ride it's been so far. All right, we'll take one more question here from the chat, and it is from Help Me Reach 1,000 Subscribers, which is your channel name. I hope you're actually creating some content there. Is this true that the new monetization requirements are 10,000 subscribers and 5,000 hours of watch time? I've not heard anything about this. Sounds like a complete myth to me. It's one of these ones that circulates around Facebook when suddenly people say that Facebook's going to start charging you $5 a month, etc., etc. You will hear it officially from YouTube if it ever happens, and we will cover content on it if that ever comes to the case. But that would be a pretty significant change in it. That doesn't make any sense because it's a relatively small increase in watch hours, but a massive monumental increase in subscribers. If it was similar, it would be like 10,000 subscribers and 50,000 hours of watch time would seem more in line with each other. So no, total codswallop to me. I was trying to find a word that wasn't a swear word because we're live streaming, of course. All right, how are we doing? Hey, we've nearly got 300 people watching this live stream, so we must be doing something right, Dan. If you're enjoying this live stream, do give us a like, and give us a thumbs up. Share this with like-minded people. In the meantime, let's go back to some questions that are being submitted through the form, the link in the description. Dan, I'm going to try and let you read out the questions, and then if you want to throw it to me, you can do, or you can answer it yourself. Go ahead.
Okay, Trinidad asks, how do you guys edit and add ads during the live and meaning live stream, I guess, during live streams, and how can I learn that? P.S. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. So that is going to be just like how you'd edit a video, right? You make a video file, and then if you use a software like Streamlabs, there's tutorials out there on how to do this, but you can load videos into Streamlabs and play them at your leisure. So, I mean, hopefully that answers your question. as far as what a good one would be, that's kind of up to you and what you do in your audience.
Yeah, so you create a separate video, as Dan said. And if you notice at the very beginning here, we played this intro video, but I forgot to turn audio on the screen sharing, which is why it was muted. So it can be done through other tools, but yeah, with Streamlabs, it allows you. Yeah, Streamlabs, it allows you to switch from different scene to different scene. So we can switch it to playing a video or going back to interview style and that type of thing. And I use Camtasia, if you're wondering about the video editing software. And Dan, you are a combo of Adobe Premiere and After Effects. Would that be right?
Yeah. For video editing, Premiere.
Yeah. But
fancy stuff with After Effects.
I started out my life on Windows Movie Maker. I was using that for like 2 years. And I'm still terrified to upgrade up to Adobe Premiere because it seems far too daunting to me. Let's move on to the next question, which comes from FC Barcare, I think. Should you upload a video the next day after a viral video, or should I wait a few days to get more views? Interesting question, that one, actually. I would, so here's what I would personally do, but Dan may disagree with this and other creators may disagree with this. If I have a red hot topic that's viral, I would make a follow-up content on that video as soon as possible, using the same titling structure and metadata and the same topic. And the reason I said that is because when I was doing this PewDiePie versus T-Series story stuff, I was making a video every other day, and it didn't really harm the previous videos if I maybe gave it 24 to 48 hours. Because what you'll have is you'll have people watching that first viral video, and then YouTube will suggest a second viral video, and then you've got them all working together, which is fantastic. Dan, if you have an opposing opinion on that, by all means, go ahead.
Not opposing. I would say, you said as soon as possible. I mean, I would at least give it a day.
Yeah, I think a day is fair. Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But no, we do that here, right? I mean, something takes off and we're like, okay, how can we follow that up? Because people want, are looking for that.
Absolutely. All right, Dan, this is one for you.
Mazzy Plays Roblox. The channel I have created is for my 10-year-old daughter. Will this channel have a chance to be monetized even though she is a minor? The channel is being ran by a parent. Yeah, I mean, it's being ran by a parent. So all of your information, I presume, is yours, and you're letting your daughter play games, and you're obviously there to help upload the videos. So yeah, that's the channel can get monetized. As far as COPA and all that stuff, that's a different story. I mean, we're talking about videos catered to kids, not necessarily ones made by kids. Rob, maybe there's some nuance there that I'm kind of missing. I feel like there's a chance it can get monetized, but if your audience is directly targeted at kids 13 and under, then you're gonna have to deal with COPPA, and that's a whole nother thing. Even if you're an adult, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, in terms of monetization, I don't think it actually matters who is in the content, just because the assumption is if the content is about a 10-year-old and that person, that persona, that I guess the personality, the talent on screen is going to appeal to a similar age group, then your content is made for kids. And all that basically means is that it's fine, you can put it on YouTube, but you will lose certain tools such as comments will be disabled, people can't turn on notifications for your content, and you're not allowed to serve personalized ads to the viewer, which means that you will earn a lot less from your content. So you're not actually like breaking any laws or rules or anything because of the content. It just means that it has to be directed to the right audience, or it has to have, like, I guess, a disclaimer of like it's made for kids or not. But yeah, you can still do that. But a lot of channels have been struggling of turning this stuff into a business or losing a lot of revenue because the rules have changed on how the income is received from that content. Thank you for the question there. TGR Spoon asks, how exactly do I go about making more videos about something without getting my viewers bored? So I would answer this with the following. Your viewer or your current audience base probably represents 0.1% of your potential audience on YouTube. So if you're not necessarily making a video for your subscribers, you're making a video to reach an entirely new, an audience who would love your content but hasn't yet discovered you. So don't worry about that. I mean, I've sometimes thought about thinking, do I really want to go back to this topic because I'm going to alienate my subscribers? Subscribers can be fickle people anyway. And if you look at your analytics, you usually get maybe 20 or 30% of your subscribers watching your content anyway. So you're either going to always make content for your existing subscriber base, which of course is very important because subscribers generally watch content for longer, or you're always trying to reach a brand new audience as well. So I wouldn't worry too much about boring your viewers per se. Dan, would you agree? Disagree?
Yeah, you covered it. Yeah.
Go on then. You can tackle Cole Hopkins. What's he got to say?
How important do you think it is to have an active Instagram account along with your YouTube channel? Not super important. I guess it depends on where you are in your journey. For one, two, it depends on what you're doing. Let's say if you're a van life channel, I'd highly recommend an Instagram account because van life is really popular. But if you're a gaming channel, I mean, as a gaming channel, I've tried Instagram. My audience just isn't there, so I just stopped. You know, it's how much time do you want to invest in it is the third thing.
Yeah. Once you start to spread your resources and time across different platforms, it can get really difficult. But as you say, Dan, I think for personalities and people who where you have like a fan base who's really connected to you rather than like your content, I think it's definitely worth doing. And I think you should always have maybe those social media platforms open and available and experiment with them. And like maybe for something like TikTok, where there is a crossover of video, it's much more worth trying. Maybe we're both answering this in a kind of hesitant way because we've both been useless at trying to get it to grow on Instagram. But we do have an Instagram account and we're working very hard on it. But yeah, I don't have time to do many Instagram posts, which is why we have Brittany, our wonderful social media person who does that. But I'd like to when I can. It's just, I look at it from this point of view. We've got 500,000 subscribers and we can get tens of thousands of views on a video, or we can post something on Instagram and maybe get like a few hundred people looking at it. And I'm always going to gravitate to Facebook when I have the time. But I'm not necessarily saying that you should do that because you may find out that you've got an audience on Instagram and it's a lot easier to grow on Instagram. It all depends on who you are and the type of content that you can create. All right, I'm going to take another one here from Paul Watts Hair. It's growing as a channel, but my viewers seem sporadic. So what I'm guessing here is that you maybe create a video and you get 100 views on it, and then the next video you create, you get 20 views, and then the next one you get 100. So your view counts are all over the place. What that's generally a symptom of is you're a little too scattergun with your topic or your niche. So you might do this. It's going to be a little experimental here, or an example. Let's say you do a video on your channel about, I guess you're about hair 50, like, so you're doing a video on like a certain type of cut that you can do. And then you do another video on like following your favorite football team or the fact that you reach 50 subscribers. And that's when your audience is going to say, I'm not really interested in the other things that you're talking about, Paul, there. I just want to know how to cut my hair or like what products to use in my hair, that type of stuff. So it's keeping on message, keeping on brand, staying consistent, which I think is what's going to continue to drive your content forward. And if you see certain videos that are getting a lot of views, as we always say, double down on that content. Look at a different angle to approach it. Dan, add a little more.
Yeah, this goes back to niching down. I mean, if you have a niche but you keep trying to experiment outside of it too often and you're just noticing your views all over the place, it could be that you're not sticking to your message.
All right, we're going to do another hashtag question session in a minute. So get your questions in on the chats and we will try and tackle them. The last one we're going to take from the Google form right now is McRed Panda, who asked, how do you become a moderator? Because I'd love to be one. So we don't take applications for moderators. This is how we do it. When we're on live streams, Dan, Travis, and I and Leron will be sort of keeping an eye on the chat here and there and saying, wow, that person's been in the live stream chat for the last 3-4 weeks. And they're providing really valuable conversation and they're answering questions for us, which is really useful. And they're becoming a valued member of a community. And then what we'll do is we'll make them moderators, even if they haven't asked. And then if they want to moderate, they can do or not. Basically, it gets to a stage where we trust that person. And McRed Panda asked this question, and I made him a moderator, not because he asked the question, but because he does phenomenal memes of us on Twitter every single channel audit. And so I remember that. So that's why I've made him a moderator right now. So that's kind of how it works. You got to do something. It's all about the broader question, the broader topic of like, how do I collaborate with somebody? First, provide value to the person you want to collaborate with, either through posting messages or like doing a funny intro for them, or like if you're really skilled at doing like channel banners and you like a channel, you could just like make a channel banner for them, and like they'll like be really appreciative of it, and they'll remember that, and then they'll reward you in some way. So that's the general advice for sort of collaborating, being moderators, that type of stuff. Let's go back to the questions then that have been coming through here. And so I'm going to try and find a question which isn't how do I get more subscribers fast, and it's going to be let's try this one, Dan. This is an interesting one from Joshua Ragbeer, I think your name is. What type of content are people more attracted to during this time of lockdown? I'll let you tackle that one, and then I'll maybe chime in a little bit with that question as well.
Would this be a case of like using Google Trends? Because you know what people want right now? More Tiger King. I mean,
good answer.
I mean, it's kind of tough to say, right? There's the obvious stuff of how do you make a face mask? How do you make hand sanitizer and things like that? But honestly, there's all manner of people out there. It's now the sad truth is we have more time to watch videos. So how do you entertain people? Because there are people out there who may not have had time to look on YouTube, and you're the kind of entertainer they would like to see. So make content, and I would want to say stick to your niche, because if you do a review of Tiger King, but you're somebody who plays games in your channel, that won't make any sense. So that's what I think.
Education. I think a lot of people are learning how to do new things, try new things. I'll be honest, the view counts on vidIQ are up around about 50 to 100% in the last month. I think because more people are coming onto YouTube, want to learn how to do things. So search really is going ballistic right now. But I think anything, really, I know it sounds daft, but as Dan said, people are at home. They're not sure what to do with themselves. They're coming onto YouTube. I think YouTube traffic in general is up 30%. And when you consider there's 2 billion people using YouTube every month, how many more potential views is that are being spread across? How much like time currency is being shared now on YouTube? It's phenomenal. I'm not going to say there is no better time to start a YouTube channel, because obviously there's a lot more competition now, but there is no time in history where less people have been watching YouTube. There's so many people just have nothing to do on YouTube right now. All right, that was a really long answer to a question where we're trying to do some short answers. So we'll do this one. It's the old guy. What does made for kids and not made for kids do to the video? All right, to quickly explain. If your content is made for kids or categorized as that on YouTube, your comments will be disabled. I think public likes and dislikes are disabled as well. If a person subscribes to that channel, they can't turn on notifications, and you cannot have contextualized advertising. I think that's right. Or, well, at least targeted ads on the content, which means that you will receive a lot less revenue. So yes, it does have a lot of basically negative impacts on the content, but you can't lie either. If you try and avoid that and mislabel your category, then you could be in trouble with the FTC, certainly with YouTube, channel ban, potential fines. Just answer honestly and truthfully in those questions. All right, let's take another one. Question. What do I do? Let's find one. Let's take this one. What do I do when I like my video, but my fans don't, and I don't like their video ideas? Dan, I'll let you try and tackle that one.
I had this problem, but I invited it because I said, what kind of video would you like me to make? Yeah. And that was very stressful because I wanted to appease the people who've been watching. But the truth was, I don't like these ideas, and it's not that they're bad. It's just that they're not the things I would like to do on my channel. So do what you're going to have fun doing, because if you just try and take everybody else's advice, that's going to show when you're not having fun doing what you're supposed to be doing. And people will go, this person doesn't even seem like they like making this video. Moving on. So it's kind of, you know, you're the personality.
I'm going to add this as a little bit of a counter argument, not necessarily a disagreement with you, Dan, but remember, you can make videos for yourself on YouTube, and that's fine if you want to have a bit of fun, like with a creative element of it. Brilliant. But ultimately, I assume you're on YouTube because you want to get more views, get more subscribers, build an audience, grow a community. So you're making content for them, not yourself. If you want to be self-indulgent, fine, no problem. But don't then ask the question like, how can I grow my channel if I'm going to ignore my audience and do what I like? You see what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, because that's still about sticking to what you're already, you know, good at and stuff like that. You always want to provide value. But when I see the question like that, I remember back when I was asking my audience and they wanted me to cover games that weren't even related to what I was doing. And
yeah.
I'm like, I'm a this channel and you're wanting me to be a this channel. So it's a double-edged sword, right? You want to make sure you're making videos for your audience.
You are right. Yeah. I guess the answer is you're making content for an audience, not for an individual, because then you get individuals saying, I want you to make something about this. Maybe if you have like like 5 or 10% of your audience in the comments are saying, make a video about this, then you probably want to listen to them. But yeah, like for individuals, I think you're absolutely right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad we cleared that up.
I am too. Whew, right. Oh, where was the next question? Oh, I had a really good one. Here it is. I think, yes. Doing exploring. When a viewer clicks on a video or an end screen, does it help grow a channel? So I guess the argument is that if let's say you're 2 minutes into a 10-minute video and then you have an info card that sends somebody to another video, maybe that ruins the watch time on your current video. Yes. However, the positive thing is that you're keeping somebody on YouTube, and ultimately that's what YouTube wants. I think this is it's a very old term. I've not used this for a while now. It's called session watch time, and that's where if you bring somebody into YouTube and then they go and watch loads of other videos, which aren't even your videos, you still get like I guess like an algorithmic bonus or boost because you kept them on the platform. So I wouldn't be too worried about if you've strategically put an info card in there and you've sent somebody to another video. I think you're okay. And if it's an end screen and they're going to another video, that's brilliant because they've watched the entirety of your video and now they're watching another video. So that's where playlists can be really important as well for binge watching. So I think ultimately YouTube's added info cards and end screens for a reason. So you want to use them if I can. Oh, hello. Hang on. Oh, wow. Should I press this button? Oh,
I'm here. I'm here to ruin everything. I'm waiting for a couple minutes though. I had to run through and answer some of these questions. I don't have a lot of time. But I'm here. What's going on, everybody? I see you asking questions. What kind of questions can I answer today?
Hello, Savage.
Here we go.
I didn't realize you still worked at this time in
I don't normally. I just woke up.
All right. Okay.
Let me take a look.
Welcome, Savage. We have 300 concurrent viewers right now. Let's see what happens to that. Right. So we're going to take some more questions from those pre submitted. All right, 250 questions submitted. That's
holy moly.
Well done. Thank you to all of you. The next one then comes from Will Zimur. The tags that I use should probably work for the keywords that I'm using, but I can't seem to rank. Any suggestions on how to improve my ranking in search or just get suggested more often? So we'll have to start with the question is, how big is your channel? Do you have any influence in that keyword area right now? If not, then what you need to do is create a consistent amount of content on that subject to build up some authority. And then when we're talking about the keywords, I'm just going to use this as an example I always talk about, how to delete a YouTube video. Don't think of a tag such as tips and tricks, YouTube tips, video management. You want to be using how to delete a YouTube video as your keyword phrase and then riffing on that and that alone to make sure that you establish yourself as an authority in that topic. Savage, agree or disagree?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was daydreaming when you were talking about that. I was thinking
you might be.
I saw it. I'm sorry. What was the question?
All right. Well, we've moved on from that one now. I'm gonna read out some super chats for you, Savage. See what you got to say to these. So one coming here from MC Red Panda. He loves to give us Norwegian currency. You like to spend Norwegian currency, don't you?
I do. That's where I go down to the international district, not too far from here.
Yeah.
They always look at me strange when I give them the money, though. I don't know why. I give them, nickels and dimes and pennies from all over the world, and they never take it. I don't know why.
Well, Red Panda says, thanks for the moderation role. Yeah, you are more than welcome. BW2 with $2 says, you inspire me to grow my channel. You are amazing. Wow.
Thank you. I will take that. I will take that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I thought you might take the credit for that one. And PF Racing Media, I seem to remember we audited your channel a while ago and we told you to remove text from your thumbnails. Always learn loads from vidIQ content. Thank you very much. Awesome stuff. All right, well, since we got Savage in here, at least for a few minutes, folks, we're going to open this up to Savage on the live stream chat. So
let's Savage a little bit.
If you want to ask a question to Savage, hashtag Savage and post it in the live chat, and we'll take these on. And I'm going to let Savage be solo on this one.
Yeah, why not?
The entire screen now. Wow.
Okay, that's a lot. Look at all this. I'm in someone's house. I don't know.
This is a Savage minute, I think we're going to call it.
So we only got about 45 seconds, so you better go ahead and start putting that.
There we go, Savage. First one on screen.
Okay,
go ahead.
My questions are really not my niche. I'm trying to get my viewers interested in me as a personality and not necessarily top. This is great because you know what? This is literally what I have done. Everyone loves the Savage, so just do what I do. Put on some glasses, look stupid, and say some stupid things. It'll work. It always works.
Next one.
I've been watching your tips and tricks videos for about a week, but I struggle to get views. Any tips? Yes, be better at what you do. That's what I do. I'm just better. Just be better. That's really simple. How to make thumbnails more appealing? Use the color red. That's a real tip. Believe it or not, that's actually a real tip. I really tell people to do that. Go ahead and do it. What else? I want a collaboration. Should the other YouTuber be similar to mine contents? Nah. Make them completely different. I mean, let's live a little. I mean, at this point, we're stuck at home. Let's just do something different. I doubt it's going to work, but let's just go ahead and try it anyway. One more. Here we go. I'm struggling to hit 100 subscribers. Do you have any tips? Maddie Madness. I've seen your channel, Maddie Madness. I'm not surprised. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. It's a Savage moment. That was a Savage moment. I'm sorry about that. I had to tell you something, Maddie, but I'm not surprised, baby. I'm not surprised.
All right, great. Savage, thank you for those cogent answers as ever. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, I need to fill up a bit of time here, so I need to just put some stuff in. Right, I'm picking some more stuff from the form, so I'm going to put this question in, and then I'm going to take myself off screen for a second, and then Dan and Savage, you can tackle this one, which is, let me just get this running. Yeah, there we go. So
you go ahead and read it, Dan. I love to hear you read. It's always fun. Always
yes. Fun. Do you have to get 1,000 views in every video to get paid on YouTube? I don't think that's how that works. I think you got
OnlyFans. That seemed to work for me.
You should probably get monetized, and then as you continue to get views, you will earn revenue. Even if that video happens to get a couple of views, whatever your CPM is will determine your revenue.
Yep. What he said.
Natty. I recently got near 30 views on my new channel that has 4 subs. I didn't really get anything from it besides 1 sub and the views. Is there a reason because of that? Well, you could look at your retention, see if people just dropped off immediately, because that would still count as a view. If they didn't, then you should just try, continue making videos, because that's actually not terrible. And call to action, always helpful. Subscribe to me.
Yeah, tell them to subscribe to me. That's right. Subscribe to the Savage Man. Thank you very much. Keep it moving. Rob, that's your point to change the thing. We can't change the thing without thing. Appreciate it.
That's really hard to try and copy and paste and get those questions. All right, we'll take this last question, and then we're going to be on for another 10 minutes. We're going to take all of the rest of the questions from the live stream chat, but I want them to be not about YouTube. So this can be about Savage, it can be about myself or Dan. We're making it like the cocktail 10 minutes or hour type of thing where YouTube is off the table. We want to have some fun with the last 10 minutes, but we're going to answer this question first from Mr. Knight Gamer. Any tips on how I can be more entertaining with the audience? Savage, I think you should take this one. This is right in your wheelhouse.
It's really important to look directly in the camera before you turn it off and never record another video again. I think that's always the thing that I tell people to do when they're terrible at YouTube. I don't know if M. Night Gamer or M. Night Shyamalan or the Night Stalker Gamer over here is any good. But that's what I would do if I was him. I would look directly in the camera and say good night and then turn it off.
Anything else from you there, Dan?
Not that. I mean, just maybe leave your comfort zone a little bit. If you're feeling like you're not being more entertaining, it might be time to just test out. Let's say if you're a gaming channel because you've game in your name, just try to do some fun things, some different things. You got to leave your comfort zone when it comes to entertainment. That's what any entertainer will tell you.
Yeah, if it feels uncomfortable, do it and repeat it until it feels comfortable. I still think I'm shockingly bad in front of camera, and I just keep practicing, and one day I will be as good at Savage in front of camera.
You know what's funny about that, Rob? My proctologist said that same thing. If it's uncomfortable, just do it and do it.
Okay, right.
All the time, like every weekend.
Move on to some questions there, shall we? All right, so this is like the happy 10 minutes now, and then let's look at some questions. Then the first one here, Dasher Durkash. My comments keep getting disabled. Savage, why do you keep disabling Dasher's comments?
Because every time I go over there, people are leaving comments like nice things, and I'm like, these people are lying, so I just disable them. It's ridiculous.
Question, PC Pig. Am I British? Yes, I am British. I'm originally from Huddersfield, Leeds in the UK, but I now live in Vancouver, which is in British Columbia in Canada, as weird as all of that sounds. Where are you? Where do you live, Savage?
Actually, I don't know if you know this, Rob. I'm literally in the closet around the corner from your room right now. I didn't know. How'd you not know there's your closet right behind me? How do you not know this? I mean, you've been eating all your cereal the last 3 weeks. I don't understand how you don't already know this.
Next question. Oh, look at this one. There you are. ASMR Whisper.
That's really the smartest person in chat. Look at that. You are a brilliant person, Whisper ASMR.
I think you should go onto Whisper ASMR's channel right now and give him a super chat.
Really smart. There you go, Whisper ASMR.
Savage, what is your favorite drink?
Oh, I'll tell you, this is a true story right here. Do you know what an Arnold Palmer is?
It's a golfer.
It's iced tea and lemonade. It's really the best drink you can ever have. But I call it a Savage Arnold Palmer. I put some ice and some ice cream on top of it. It's a Savage Arnold Palmer. It's delicious. Refreshing.
Savage, have you ever seen one of McRed Panda's videos?
Didn't we pull that up the other day on Livestream? I thought we did.
Is the answer still no?
Like we did.
I mean, whether we pulled it up then or the answer is always no, but I guess it doesn't matter really.
All right. There we are. This is the question I wanted. Okay. Favorite type of cereal. Mine is, it used to be Rice Krispies and or Cocoa Pops. Do you have Cocoa Pops in?
Cocoa Pops are garbage, man.
It's Rice Krispies with chocolate. Delicious, but we don't have them in Canada. So I've transitioned onto Crave, which is delicious.
I don't even know.
Dan, what about you?
Eggs. I don't eat cereal.
And Savage?
Well, I like Fruity Pebbles. I also like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But Cinnamon Toast Crunch will cut up the inside of your mouth pretty bad if you don't take a lot of milk.
I used to eat both of those cereals when I did eat cereal, and they were delicious.
Very good.
I think that's the most serious answer to a question we've had from Savage. He actually
it's a true story. I don't know.
Well, often they aren't. All right. Somebody asked, does steak count as cereal?
Yeah.
That's for me.
It's easy. I don't. What is this a question? I don't understand.
I'm trying to find the non-YouTubing questions. What's this one? All right.
I should upload. I want to upload. I want to start a water park channel. Me riding extreme water slides, but my city's in lockdown, so I can't.
Oh no!
You answered your own question. You know what you could do? If you have a bathtub, you could take some. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll move on from that one. No, hang on. I've just chosen that one. No, let's have a look.
Oh yes. Okay. I actually have a TikTok that I never
used. Yeah.
I have one. I don't know how to log into it anymore. Believe it or not, if you go to TikTok, you will find I'm So Savage 2019. It's there. I just don't remember how to log into it. So I guess it's forever dead. I don't know what to say.
I think we've been asked this question before, but I don't know if we've got a definitive answer on it.
Oh, this is a controversial question, Rob.
I don't think it is.
I don't feel like it is, but it does have meat and bread.
That is true. That is true.
I don't eat them with bread.
You don't eat hot dogs with bread? You just eat them raw dog?
Eat them naked? Oh.
Raw dog butt naked? What's wrong with you?
All right.
Dan is a crazy man. You see how dark his room is? You know he's up to no good.
that is true. That is true.
He's got a separate ASMR channel somewhere. We know this.
Okay. Let's try this one.
You know what? You know what's funny? No. And I usually don't. As a matter of fact, the only time I've worn pants in the last 3 months was the other day when I had to go out and I had to do some stuff out in the public. But normally, no. I don't like pants.
Oh, I'm happy to answer this one. It's just going to get me on screen for a second.
Cool. Look at
So, yeah, all of this stuff behind me, I just went on a massive Amazon spending spree before Christmas. I started off with the Captain America shield and then got them all. I think they're all roughly about $100 a pop. And I think the Star Wars ones are called the Black Series ones. And yeah, it's just all like Captain America stuff. And yeah, that's basically where I got them from. Pretty much all from Amazon over the course of a month there. To answer that question. All right. And okay. Let's have
I'm not a college graduate.
Education question here.
I have several degrees in cooking, actually. 350 degrees, 450 degrees, and sometimes when I want to put it on broil.
They're all these questions are for Savage. Dan, you must be feeling really left out right now.
No, it's all right.
Do you want me to just get rid of you? Shall I just
No. I'll
No, keep him around.
He's gone. Oh, no, but I have moved the ranking.
I feel better over here.
That's right. Put me in the middle. What's going on? It's Saturday for the boys. I love Saturdays.
What's this? I'm going to put my face on videos now. I've never done that before. Well, great. I mean, this is about you getting out of your comfort zone. People are always going to gravitate more towards a person they can connect with, a human being. So just do it, practice. Absolutely.
There's so many great questions I'm seeing. How do you handcuff a one-armed man?
Well, that's
easy.
Let's bring up that one. This is similar to your this is like the questions to your inane facts that you always tell us about.
Why do you call it the real facts? I don't know why you continue to second guess me.
I found a question for you, Dan. There we go. You're gonna get the floor. You're getting the floor here. There you go.
Favorite video game right now? It's Animal Crossing because I mean, who isn't playing that?
Me.
And other than Rob, and
anyone with a life. Sorry,
and, I have a life in Animal Crossing.
Oh, in Animal Crossing, yes, that's right.
That's this changes. The favorite game changes. Right now it's Animal Crossing.
I have just finished Horizon Zero Dawn, which I enjoyed. I've just started Dead Rising 4, but I have Red Dead Redemption 2 and Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I'm going to continue to say are two of the most boring games I've ever played. And I don't know, I might give them away on the live stream. They've frustrated me so much.
Well, that's actually good news, Rob, because I accidentally deleted your save files earlier.
I'm fine with that. I do not care because it takes me hours to get from one town to another on Red Dead Redemption. Anyway, Savage, what are you playing right now?
I'm playing this game called YouTube live streaming. I'm the YouTube champion of the world, and it's been pretty good so far. I haven't had
the PewDiePie one.
Is
that the PewDiePie one?
Listen, I don't know who that dude is, but he's gonna know who I am. Let's go. Next one.
Somebody asked me a question about which video got us up to 500,000 subscribers. The answer is the actual live stream that we did to get to 500,000 subscribers, which feels so sub for sub in its own way. But stay tuned. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to have something quite special to reveal. The order is in. That's all I can say right now. So instead of this, can I show it? Currently, I've mocked up at like a 500,000 subscriber thing there. Okay, yeah, that's currently what we've got, but we're going to have something far better than that soon. And all I'm going to say is it's related to something that Travis and I often talk about, which really annoys people on the live streams. But that's all I can say right now. Next question. Oh, no, not that one. That one.
How did Savage?
You already answered that one?
Savage origin story?
No. The answer to that is no.
I'm happy to just keep going here because somehow we've still got 300 people watching this talk about nothing.
I gotta run. I have a previous engagement. I'll be back. Never. Bye.
Oh, all right. That's it. Thanks, Savage. Clear off. Savage is gone, and I think that pretty much takes away every single reason to continue watching us. I did want to go for an hour here, folks. And yeah, to be honest, this was a test because I wanted to know whether or not StreamYards works. And it does. I think I've learned a little bit about how to line up the questions, which I said to Dan before we went live, we've got more than enough questions here, it'll be fine. And we clearly didn't. So I need to work on that a little bit. But yeah, I think this, unless Dan, you have any reason that you want to stick around here, I think we're pretty,
I'll follow your lead.
Yeah, I think we're going to call it a day now, because it is a weekend, and we somebody asked like how many hours do we work, and we work a lot, and so we do need our time to relax. So yeah, folks, I want to say thank you. If you want us to shout us out, if you want me to shout you out in the next couple of minutes, then yeah, just give us a hashtag shout out, and we'll do that as I usually would. I can't play any music because I'm not in Stream Labs. And the sound effects don't work on StreamYard, so that's something else that I need to consider. And yeah, I'm just filling time here until I can work out what I'm doing. I'm clicking on that button. All right, there it is. There we go. So people are saying it. So Linardino, 8-Bit Chris, FY Yankee, I think was there. Exotic Blocks, the chat moves in a really weird way. It doesn't scroll, it just moves up in chunks. Super User Tech Mods, Panda Gaming, DMCK Productions. Autorius, welcome back. You've not been around for a while, but I have seen you on Twitter redoing your channel banner and stuff, and it looks nice and clean. Welcome back to YouTube. Julian Guides, Tech Dots, and Dan, let's do a few more shout outs.
Yes, PC Pig, Gordon Ramsay Gaming, Brick Advice, Anybody Universe, Spyrex, Julian Guides, Tech Dot, The Teenage Investor, one or the other. Either way, impressive. Tech Boost, JJ Plays, Obsidian Roost, The Teenage, it is Investor. Yeah, very impressive. JJ Plays again. It's Slay Teddy's. It's a bunch of people just saying shout out over and over now that they've already gotten shout outs.
I must admit, Dan, whenever you do like shout out channel names, I don't know how many channels you've shouted out because it just seems like a stream of consciousness coming out of your head. It's almost like you're reading out one channel name, just like in short bursts. Anyway, we should do a montage of you. I'm sorry, I'm really ragging on you here, but
no, it's okay. I can't read.
It's fun. It's fun. I mean, after all, I did say Stream Yards when I should have said Stream Labs, and that is
no. You said Stream Labs.
That is
Stream Yards.
Exactly. Forgivable. Everything I do is forgivable. All right. But
look, these are mostly made up words, okay?
Yeah,
so
I will do some shout outs now, and if I do it wrong, by all means, take the mick out of me. Awkwardly Kim, Ryan Rampage, Extreme Sports and More, Jay Faddy, Liquid Steel, XFade TC, IPM 360, The Teenage Investor. Sorry, Dan, you've already read that one out, but it's now got 2 shout outs, and Tech Boost. Every single one of you, thank you very much for staying on board for us as we tested StreamYards. We will be back next week, as always, with the channel audits. Until then, enjoy the rest of your video making day. Have a great weekend. And now I've got to find which button I'm going to click to end the broadcast. Bye for now. Wavy, wavy time.